This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Sooners kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Bust through behind his pass.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the give off the left side. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Sooner scooter doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Try the right side with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got a man, it's Foley. And they're able to get him on the ground. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing the big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. There he goes. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Skinner. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside, it's Brown. To the 15, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes! The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, man, and money down, you think about your tight ends being those guys that can work those high percentage throws over the middle of the field, and he had some yardage, and man, if he didn't just botch that one right in his hands, God, he's got to make that play.
Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Skinner. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. Quick spin on the run. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He now has 72 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. First down, right back to Brown. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Here's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. He's looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled into safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That was going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he's not going anywhere as his defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week one, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Tigers, looking to bounce back from a week one loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Mateer. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Fires it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's forward.
And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The give, running right, Brown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's McCoy. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Hand off for Brown. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Right back to it. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Louisville! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Buys a little extra time. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he broke the plane. The quarterback just tried to sneak it in. Power on power, and the defense won it again.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An 84-yard drive there. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Reed. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals racing to the line in a hurry-up. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in with one hand. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. That's caught. It's McCoy. Tackled there by the defense. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if it...
Turning it on! A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back say...
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Here's a give to Robinson. Maybe a crease. Got some room in it at the goal line. And he scores! Touchdown Sooners!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A give to Brown. There's some room. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Makes the catch. It's Foley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock clock still running. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.